So we're off and running. Today with me, I have an amazing artist and an amazing friend I haven't seen in a long time. I have the lovely Alana Tillman. Alana, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Thanks for coming on. I can't believe you're here, honestly. It's been so long.
I know.
Yeah, I know I said that right when you got here as well.
Yeah. But it's been forever.
It has. And you know what's funny is I think the last time I actually saw you and actually got to kick it with you for a little bit was Agent Ink.
Yeah.
Was it at the art gallery?
It was. Yeah. It was at the art gallery on, what is that, on 5th Street?
Yeah, I don't remember what event it was for.
Yeah.
But I love it there. And it's funny because it's the second time that has gotten brought up on the podcast.
Oh,
and
really?
I hella miss Kurt. Like, I haven't seen anybody over there in deep.
I love Kurt.
So nice.
Yeah,
He's coming to Osceolas.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
That's how we met.
Love him. Yes.
He's dope, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
That place is just legit.
I know. I don't know, like, what his... he's got going on, but I think he's just super busy on other projects. But
he is, huh?
It'd be great to bring those shows back.
Oh my God, I would love to just see more people actually having shows and more people.
Well, it's like COVID just put a total damper on everything.
Everything.
So.
Oh my God, on anything that I want to do, it feels like.
I know. But we're finally getting, I think, back to it. So.
I think so. I'm optimistic about that too. And I mean, I know that we haven't really chopped it up in a long time, but I'm optimistic for a couple of reasons. And one of which is that when I was surrounding myself with a few more people during this COVID time, during the year and a half, even masked up, especially early on, like April or May of 2020, it was like way more terrifying, right?
It was scary. We had no clue. Yeah.
Yeah, way less information, I think, is what it was. Yeah, totally. I think you're right. But I feel like, and it sucks because it's kind of the antithesis of what I want to do, but not being around people has helped me a little bit go like, cool, I'm not wearing a mask as much because I'm at home. Yeah. I still have at-home tests that I'm doing on the regular, so I'm able to go.
You're safe.
I'm feeling safe. I'm feeling better.
Well, I think I agree with you, but for me...
Ripley, stop.
Good.
Sorry. Yeah, good.
I think for me, though, it's like, I don't know if you can relate. I'm kind of an empath, and when I am around too many people, I need a major reset.
Oh, my God, yeah.
So this whole thing actually has been helpful. Especially in the industry that I am and being like, in people's faces, it's, I want to be, kind and jovial and patient with people, but like it can be a lot.
It's almost too much, right?
Because you have to be up all the time, like super high energy, super like positive.
Oh my God,
and sometimes I'm just like, damn, I want to just chill and like sit in front of my television.
I like that you use the fact, by the way, don't ever feel bad about that.
Yeah,
not even a little. I love that you started that by saying that you're an empath, because I know that about you already. Right. Yeah. And some people, you don't even need to hear it, and you know it, you feel it.
Exactly.
You're one of those people.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. I totally have this habit since I was a little kid of wanting to make people feel more comfortable. Always wanted to. Absolutely. It's being amiable, just being more accommodating, that kind of thing. And not because you have like an ulterior motive.
No.
It's because you know that it feels good.
It feels good.
Period.
Yeah, because you know how you feel when you get that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
No, I know. And so I feel the same way, though, where I'm so grateful when Alex and I just get to come home. And it's just us three, even with this little monster.
Right, and
I'm able to go, cool, I don't have to do this like accommodating thing. I don't have to be so weary of people's feelings anymore. Instead, Alex just always assumes positive intent on my part and knows that I want to be great to her, and I don't have to prove anything.
I love that.
It's kind of where the difference lies. So I feel you, and we watch hella TV lately. We do watch hella TV, hella movies. What is it? Hey, you gotta knock that off, dude. You're being way too loud. That actually is one of the things that ties into how I made this show, and we're going to talk about it a little later in the episode because we're going to go over your answers for the survey.
Cool. Okay.
I already have, by the way, and I'm impressed.
Great. Oh, really?
On a personal note, I really am. Yeah. I like that you brought up Dune too.
Yes.
Because we watched it.
Yeah. I haven't finished it, so don't like quiz me.
I promise I won't. I hate when people quiz people.
No,
it's
please
the
don't.
worst.
But I love it so far.
Love that. Yeah. We had like a viewing party.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I went to one too.
Did you?
But I had to leave, and so that's why I didn't get to finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
So,
oh my God, that's so funny. I'll tell you what, I'm probably going to edit this part out and cut it. But I'm going to make it so that she's a little less crazy real quick. Are you going to chill? Are you going to come up? Good girl. That's better. Look at that face.
I know. Stay there.
All right. Thank you for that. So you said that you actually had a viewing party with somebody else for Dune?
I did, but I had to leave, so I didn't finish it. But yes, what I saw so far, I'm like super excited about.
It's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really the fight scenes that I was really like in. I mean, I love that too, but it was more so the relationships between each character.
Super nice.
And like those like micro like emotions that they like they portrayed on their face. It's like, whoa, she was thinking all kinds of things, you know.
Were you thinking of his mom?
I was thinking of his mom, absolutely.
She is amazing.
Totally amazing.
Yeah, Rebecca Ferguson is her name. She's awesome. I love her.
Oh my God, yeah. So definitely excited to finish that.
Totally. I promise I won't ruin anything.
Yeah.
Like I won't go into it.
Good.
I will say one thing though, it is part 1.
Yes.
You saw that at the very beginning, so there's going to be more. There's going to be more.
Exciting.
I actually, we want to watch it again because when we had the viewing party, we had a couple people that were at the viewing party that hella talked.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Yeah.
Some of them listen to this actually as well, too, so you know who you are.
Oh,
you know who you are.
I love it. Tell it on them.
Tell them, totally.
Totally.
But no, we're stoked to watch that thing. We'll go over your answers, I promise.
Cool. Okay.
One of the things I really want to discuss here, and I'm just so glad that you wanted to come on so we could talk about it, is your company.
Yeah.
Is your business.
artxcursion.
artxcursion is so sick. By the way, thanks for sending me those links to dive a little bit deeper as well. I saw something recently. You little visitor.
Yeah.
I saw something recently that you're putting together paint kits for people that are for sale. Can you tell me about that just a little bit?
That actually, let's go kind of way back, like when COVID first broke off. You know, we were doing our sip and paints and partnering up with different, you know, venues around Sonoma County, and everything shut down, and it was like, what the heck are we gonna do? So I was like, you know, I gotta transition. Let's create some paint kits. So you know, just kind of like sourced a bunch of materials, and which I love. I really like looking for packaging and things like that.
Do you really?
I do, and because I'm like really like eco-conscious, I like to look for like recycled materials, and so like that was so fun for me. And then it was kind of like slow going for a while. You know, we were posting them on social media, on our website, and then like, as you know, people kind of saw what was happening, they're like, well, I want one. So it like snowballed, and so now we do that. I created some instructions, so I have, you know, really detailed instructions so people can paint on their own if they want.
Ooh, that's sick, by the way. Yeah,
and we got some really cool themes, so people can either order a pre-drawn kit or just a blank kit if they want to just go for it.
Oh, I'm so stoked to see what that looks like, by the way.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
That's super dope. By the end of this, I want to make sure that we include where people can find all of those. So absolutely, we'll have those links at the end. I wanted to ask kind of about mediums real quick as well, too. Is it strictly painting? Is it acrylic, watercolors?
It's acrylic paint. But when I use my acrylic paint, I manipulate it into more of a watercolor texture. I like to really water it down, and that allows me to create layers of like color and texture. And then I move in and out of opacity, opaqueness, and I can't speak. Words are hard today.
It's okay.
And so I can move back and forth with the texture.
That's so sick. If you don't mind me saying so, I commented on it, and I think you messaged me back, but that pinwheel came out stupid beautiful, by the way.
So
yeah.
So that is a redo of an original I did years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and my friend, she actually commissioned me. She moved away. She moved to Oregon, and she was like, "Hey, do you still have that pinwheel?" And I was like, well, my parents have it, and I don't think they want to, like, let it go.
Straight up.
Yeah, so
yeah. For good reason, by the way.
Yeah, I was like, I can recreate something for you. So, yeah, I actually like how this one came out better than the original.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, the original
really nice.
Was a little more muddy. Like, I did too many washes of, like, drips, and so it got a little bit, like, I think I got carried away.
Right?
Yeah.
I know how that goes.
You have to, like, stop sometimes. You can, like, go too far, especially with painting, you know?
Totally. In fact, when I've tried to do it kind of on my own, total amateur, my shit's bad, I'll put it out there.
No.
But everybody's their own worst critic.
Yeah, it's true. And I swear, there's a little bit of artist in everybody.
Ah, bless you. Yeah,
Seriously.
you'd see me, you're just like, oh, maybe not you. No. You're like, I hope your podcast goes well.
No,
I'm kidding.
Stop.
Playing.
No.
It wasn't terrible, but it was something that I used to play with a little bit more, especially when I was single. I was living on 4th Street, just above La Vera.
Yeah.
Do you remember those apartments? Have you ever seen those?
Yeah,
I love La Vera too.
They were a sweet family too.
They're super nice. Yeah, they were nice people. I would buy hella canvas, cool. And I would. I remember I had a friend over who taught me about monochromatic painting a little bit, and
absolutely.
I fucked up and used like 3 colors. She was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh yeah, we're doing this."
Yeah.
But it started coming out really well.
Cool.
This is it's so ridiculous, but I remember being so proud. I had painted something. It was just a red and black painting.
Sure.
And I showed my barber who was downstairs.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, I painted this recently. I'm pretty pumped on it. He goes, whoa, that's dope. He really liked it. I was like, whoa, thanks, man. That feels hella good. He goes, what would a guy have to do to get that in his shop?
Oh, see, that's so cool.
And I remember I was like, oh my God.
That feels so good, right?
Oh my God. I was like elated.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, dude, I don't want money. Like, I'm not an artist. I don't want money.
Aww.
And he goes, how about I give you that Xbox?
Wow.
And he fucking gave me an Xbox.
So it was a cool ass trade.
Hella cool trade.
That's cool.
But I like sent a message to my mom and shit. I was like, I was excited.
That's cool.
I was excited. Yeah.
No, I know it feels good when people recognize it, because it's like you do second guess yourself. Even like I've been doing it for years, been an artist, but I'm always like, are people gonna like that? But then it's like, doesn't matter really what they like. It's what I'm feeling, you know.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Straight up.
So.
And honestly, that's such a difficult thing to overcome, I would imagine, because creativity in itself, just putting something down, creating something, putting like a nail to wood,
showing people,
and then showing people. Yeah, even that second part of it, like the first part of it, just saying, I'm gonna try to do this thing, like get this outlet.
Yes.
The second part of going like, am I gonna share this with everybody? And once you do, that's when you start like overly critiquing yourself, being like, I'm gonna try to put myself in their position. What would they think?
Right.
That's when your brain starts just doing loops. Right. Yeah. No, I know. I'm already neurotic enough as it is. Like I don't need that shit. So funny.
Yeah.
Are you working on anything right now?
Right now.
Couple projects. One project.
Let's see. So right now, I'm trying to fill all these orders.
Is that right? You got a bunch of orders?
I got a huge order for a charter school.
Yeah, that's gotta feel good.
Doing that, that's really cool. But I'm really excited about a project that I'm going to be doing in March with Matt.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, so as you know, and most people know in Sonoma County, Matt is an amazing chef. We've known each other since elementary school, like you. And so we kind of reconnected over like our love of art and food. Yeah. And so we thought it would be really cool is if we create these series where we get folks in the community in touch with artisans and farmers and makers by doing these creative nights where he creates a menu and it's based off of a famous artist. So the famous artist that we're going to follow is Frida Kahlo.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so he spent
sick.
some time.
That's Alex's favorite artist, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
She's
cool.
gonna be pumped to hear that.
Super cool, right?
Go ahead. Sorry.
So no. So he spent some time in her hometown in Mexico City. And so we're going to create a menu based off of the region that she's from. And then I'm going to go in and we're going to do Frida Kahlo portraits. And then we are going to partner up with a farmer and base our whole like menu off of the food that the farmer has grown.
Oh my God.
So I think it's going to be really cool, and we're going to see how this first one goes. And then, try to add some other artists to the mix.
Oh my God.
So
I'm pumped. I'm so excited. I'm so glad you chose her.
Yeah.
I love her.
She's just like amazing. Her story, her life. She, was like a tortured soul, but still like a powerhouse and just an amazing woman. So I think that was the best person to start with.
Good call. Yeah. Unbelievable choice. An unbelievable woman. Alex taught me a little bit more about her when we got together because that was one of her favorites. She actually, and she's going to hate me for this, she had an art history minor, I think, but she has international relations major, I think was what it was. But she is super familiar with art, and that's still like her favorite artist. Totally. She actually took me to France in 2017.
Did you guys visit family?
We did.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you remember.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, we visited, we went with her mom, and then met up with her dad in Corsica,
sweet.
which was dope.
I love it.
Oh my God.
So cool.
Yeah, and they're doing well. Yeah, it's
that's
really
so
good to see them.
cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
But no, when we were in France, I got to see some of Salvador Dali's work, and seeing that in person was powerful.
Crazy, right?
It's powerful. Yeah, it's so interesting.
There is energy, like it's stuck in these paintings. When you see them in person, you're like, holy hell.
It's so
amazing.
Interesting how different it is from seeing it just online, sitting it on a computer or a phone. It's something that is, it's not really like powerful at all when you're looking at it
not at all
on a screen.
But when you can
it's
like
wow,
smell
that's pretty.
the oil paint, you can see the paint strokes. It's like, whoa.
The strokes are big for me.
Blows you away.
When you see that texture, you're like, wow, this is
you don't see that texture. It looks very smooth on like a screen. But
it does. It really does.
When in person, so that's cool. I
love
that.
my God. No, I know. So that's
cool.
That's why I'm so excited that you chose her. It's so funny. Frida Kahlo's come up in a lot of conversation recently, it feels. One of the reasons is we went and visited Mamadou at the Frida Cafe.
Oh,
have you seen that place yet?
No.
Yo, so Matt met up with us there to go have like a little meeting.
Sure.
And it's... I want to say that it's Franklin Park. No. It's the one that's right on Santa Rosa Avenue, right across from...
Oh, yeah. By Juilliard Park?
Yeah, it's Juilliard Park.
Oh, okay.
So it's right by like the barber shop where John Neon cuts hair and stuff.
Yeah. Awesome.
But it's so beautiful back there. And there's like a long alleyway that goes back, and they serve they serve like beer and cocktails.
Oh, God,
and
I gotta go check them out.
Oh my God, I loved it. They have like banh mi's and stuff, and a fat cafe and hella good coffee.
Like on South A Street.
Yeah.
Yes.
Straight up.
Okay, the art district.
It totally is the art district.
Cool.
It's perfect that they named it that then too. And I don't know if you've ever met Mamadou. Have you ever met him? No, he's sweet. He used to be general manager for Stark's Restaurants.
Oh, okay.
But hella sweet dude, speaks French. Alex and him hella get along,
sweet.
and he's the best. Shout out to him if he ever hears this.
Okay, sweet.
So you're filling these orders. When can so let me ask you this: are you doing the Matt's event? That's what I wanted to ask about. So when is that event actually happening?
We are shooting for March 21st, I believe. We're still in the planning stages. I gotta get all of our like marketing material together, but that's what we're shooting for. Yeah,
that's gonna be great.
Yeah,
I'm so excited to see that. Yeah, Matt and I have worked together on a couple projects before, and he's an intense guy. He is. He likes things a certain way, but
he does. But I love that because I'm the same way.
There you go.
He understands me on that.
Yeah,
I'm very particular.
There you go.
So it's like he's like, okay. Yeah. I'm like, okay, good.
He's so matter of fact.
Yeah.
He the reason I think that works too both him and your vision,
Yeah.
is that when it is a vision, when it's very specific, it comes down to a lot of specificity. It ends up being exactly the way that he had it in mind.
Yeah.
And I would imagine that's what you want too, is instead of going, like, well, maybe I can cut corners here, or maybe this is something that can change.
Yeah.
Instead, it's like, nope, this is the way it needs to be.
Exactly. That drives my family crazy, but that's how I am. Yeah, I have a vision and I see it through.
Yeah.
I'm very, determined.
Sure.
I mean, obviously,
I mean, that's a bit more obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. you crush, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If we were going to talk about it, but obviously, I've had to overcome so much. So it's kind of instilled in me to, like, just push through. I was born with a condition called arthrogryposis. AMC for short.
Okay.
And so it's where like 2 or more of your joints are restricted or locked in place, and you have little to no muscle development. So it affects me in my arms. So my shoulder joints and my elbow joints are fused. And so obviously with that, it's like you got to figure out a way to live, and so and push through and adapt to your situation. So that kind of just made me automatically like, just figure shit out.
Right.
And then I think also my parents too, they were like, well, you can't sit around and feel sorry for yourself, and I'm sure they were like scared at times and wondering like how I was going to be productive and be independent, but like because they didn't treat me, different from my siblings, it kind of was like a no-brainer that I would be okay,
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
I'm a great. Twin. They sound amazing, by the way.
Yeah, they are. They're super amazing.
Of course, Elena, right?
Yeah, my sister Elena. So I'm a twin, so it was like, I had to kind of keep up with her, and
talk about energetic too.
Yeah, right? Totally. And so it was just kind of like, I had to do it. There's a funny memory that I have. I was little, and I wanted to, I was trying to put my shoes on. Mm-hmm. And I was just like one of those shitty, hard days, and I was feeling sorry for myself. And I couldn't put my shoe on, and I'm struggling, and I just wanted to get out of the house. And my mom's like looking at me, and she's kind of like laughing at me a little bit, and I'm crying, and I was like, why are you laughing at me? I was like, can't you help a special girl out or something like that? She's like, you're not that special.
Oh my God.
No, in the best way.
Yeah.
In the best way. That's how my parents
That's
are.
the help.
Like,
that was the help, right?
You're fine. I've seen you do this before. Like,
sure.
You're just like you're just tired today, and I know you can do it. Try. And so like that was the attitude, like, across the board my whole life. Like,
seems like you really just wanted to help in any way they could, rather than making it a debilitating thing for you, and kind of encouraging that aspect of it. They wanted to be like, you're going to be self-sufficient.
For me. Yeah, they didn't want to do everything for me, and I'm so thankful for that.
Oh, I love that. I really love that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for being willing to talk about it as well too.
Everything. I'm an open book. So.
I love that. Yeah. And it's so nice being able to discuss it with you now as well. And just, a little bit more out of high school and being able to just, be a little bit more communicative about like what's happened with it, and kind of get your story out there too.
Yeah,
and it's, I would imagine, tough for people to like discuss with you, or like if they're concerned or curious.
I think it's people are more apprehensive than I am. People think that they're going to offend me.
Right.
And it's like, no, it doesn't really offend me. I was born this way. It's my reality. It's my life. So if you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. I actually respect people more that are more upfront, like, oh, so what's going on? What is this all about?
Sure.
And I like that. I think it's cool. It's like, oh, cool, you're not a scaredy cat.
I was going to say, you're also that kind of person. I think that's why you like that so much, is that you like being straightforward. You're open. Exactly. I like that too, just in everyday people being able to say like, hey, talk about what's on your mind.
Right,
Right. I gotta say, I am so impressed regardless of the adversity that you've gone through, as to the quality of your artwork and your work and what it is that you've been able to accomplish. Because speaking just as, somebody who's trying to get something like this off the ground or trying to work towards not working for the man, as it were, right?
Absolutely.
Doing something on your own, starting your own business. I'm thrilled for you because you deserve it. You've always been so sweet to me. Absolutely.
You're the sweetheart. Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Speaking of your sister, by the way, she's still in town?
She is.
Yeah.
She moved back like a few years ago. She's got 2 kids.
She's got 2 kids now?
Yeah.
Damn, I feel so out of the loop. I feel so bad. I feel so bad because I haven't seen her in so deep.
I know, but it's like, we all are living our lives.
Straight up. Time goes by, too, and you find out people have kids. You're just like, damn, it's been too long.
I know.
It's been way too long.
Because I still feel like a kid myself. So
Straight
I'm
up.
like, what? You got a kid? Are you okay?
I know. Alex and I talk about that all the time. We're just like, yo, straight up. Can't we just have kids at like 60? Let's do that. I want to live my 20s and 30s.
Right? Yeah, totally.
I love that she's doing well. It sounds like she really is.
Yeah, and she she has a regular 9 to 5, but she's also got her little side business going too.
Oh, for real? What's she do?
Yeah, she is a freelance floral designer.
What?
Yeah, and she's
sick.
super talented, and we try to work together as much as we can. So actually, like a few weeks ago, we did a blooming pumpkin themed sip and paint. And so she created 21 blooming pumpkin arrangements.
Whoa.
Yeah. And
blooming pumpkin. Like how was it out of a pumpkin? Is that what it was? Kind of like you carve it out?
She did an arrangement out of these really cute pumpkins and very, fall, themed.
I was going to say that was smart doing it cool. Based on the season.
Yeah,
I would imagine it's kind of an ever-evolving thing for her to have to keep up with that. And,
all the seasons. Yeah, I mean, we both do. So it's like we test out ideas on each other. Like, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? And she's definitely my sounding board.
Oh,
so, we're always checking with each other. Like, what do you think? Should I do this? Or so it's cool.
Thank God, by the way. I have to ask how valuable you view that to be because talk about creativity when you're alone.
It's hard.
It's so hard, right? Yeah, no, that's why I'm so grateful to have people like you who want to come on and talk and do this. So I mean, it's so much when I'm sitting here in front of the screen and I'm just like, put something down. Put something down, you dummy. You have all these ideas when you're talking with people, and so no, that sounds wonderful.
It's super great. Yeah, because it's it's like I'm kind of telling on myself, but I am very particular about everything, and she understands that, and so I can obviously be intense, as I said before, because of it. And so when I come to her about an idea and she's like totally gets it or tells me like, no, that's whack, I trust her because I have complete words are hard. Complete trust in her opinion.
Yeah.
And
of course. She's not gonna just placate you or be like a yes woman or just be like, oh, you did great. Instead she's don't.
No, that's garbage.
Straight up.
I'm like, cool, thank you.
You're perfect.
Right. Yeah. So that's how we are.
That's hella funny. I was just thinking about this. I feel bad. Having to go back just for a moment, but I talked about this a little bit earlier. I was like, did you watch the episode or did you listen to it? You said you watched it. Some people are just listening to it as well.
Yeah, I didn't listen. Yeah, no, I just watched it a little bit. Yeah.
I feel bad I didn't introduce this as well as I could have as well. Oh. But making it so that people are more aware of what it is that you do and how it is that you're doing it. Because I gotta say, just human to human, I'm fully impressed as to how it is that you've been able to make these paintings with just the use of your mouth.
I'm glad that you brought that up. Yeah. So I guess
if you're willing to touch on
that,
back.
I probably should go way back.
I would love to hear more of your story that way, please. Yeah.
Okay, well, as I said before, I was born without the use of my arms, and as I kind of like got a little bit older and, going into kindergarten and whatnot, I was kind of, navigating that whole scene and figuring out how I was going to start writing. And my dad, he was an architect growing up, while I was growing up. And I used to steal like his pencils, like his drafting pencils. And so they saw that I had an interest in art already. And so, while he was doing like his work, I would like lay on the floor and draw with him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and I would like pretend I was doing the same like house designs.
Oh, sick.
As him.
I love that.
Yeah. And so they kind of saw that it was like already like instilled in me. Like, we have a lot of artists in our family anyway, so it's totally genetic. Like,
oh, is that right? Are there a lot of artists in your family?
Yeah, my older sister, several uncles, my dad's brother, my other uncle. Like, there's so many artists, and
oh,
not
wow.
just painting, like music and poetry. And my dad, he also plays harmonica. So,
oh, damn.
Yeah, so he's a harmonica musician and. Like,
oh yeah, talent runs rampant
talented.
Through your genetics. Yeah, damn.
Totally. So it was just like a creative household,
I love that.
So like as time went on, I just kept painting and drawing, and then I started like taking it more seriously in like junior high and high school. And then let's see, how did it go from there? It just kind of snowballed.
When you were in high school as well, you were doing a little bit more?
I did. I was like in an art program in high school. And so that was like a juried art program where like at the end of the 2 years, like you have to like, it was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
So, and like, we had to learn how to do like gallery quality art and how to even like hang a painting in a gallery, and like there's a whole art to it,
I would imagine. Yeah. What do you think of
and
like those kind of programs and that those art classes and stuff too? Have you enjoyed taking those kinds of classes?
Yeah. I mean, it's very structured.
It is, right?
So that part is not so great for me.
Yeah.
Because I just kind of wanted to like do my own thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's great foundation. It's good to know about. And I also spent some time working in the Santa Rosa JC gallery, and so that was like incredible. I was the gallery curator's assistant,
oh, sick.
And so we would get art ready. And these weren't just like, mediocre artists. These were artists from like all over. Like, this was a serious gallery.
Yeah, I don't want to downplay that.
Yeah.
That school is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's one of the best. We are so lucky to have the JC because it is, I think it's like second in the U.S. or something like that.
Yeah.
So we had incredible artists that would come in there.
That's
and like,
great.
You'd be starstruck, like, oh my God.
Sick. I love that.
Yeah, it was very cool.
That's so great being able to see those people in that environment too and work together and go like, let's go over ideas. How do you approach projects like this?
Exactly.
And that's so sick.
Yeah, that was really cool. So
go on, please.
Yeah, so then that transition, then after the JC, I joined the Mouth and Foot Painting Organization, MFPA. So that was in 2013. And so the MFPA is a worldwide organization supporting and promoting art from mouth and foot painters all over the world. So there's
awesome.
Like 800 plus artists.
Wow, nice.
Yes, and
that's
so
nationwide.
That is worldwide.
Oh, worldwide,
internationally.
Yeah. That's sick.
Their headquarters are in Liechtenstein, Germany. In
fact.
Oh
wow.
Yeah, so
that's sick. Are you gonna go there one of these days?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
I've done some travel with them.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I
Like how? I'm hella curious.
Like,
That sounds
well,
awesome. Yeah.
Well, not like super amazing yet. Yeah,
Sure.
it'll happen though.
Sure.
Yeah, I know. I do a lot of promotional stuff for them. So I went to Austin, Texas, which is awesome.
I've always wanted to go to Austin.
Yeah.
Did you like it there?
Oh gosh, yeah, I
It's
loved
tight,
it.
isn't it?
Food's good, like amazing artsy city.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's just a city
then-
full of creatives, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
That's what I've heard.
So we had an art show there, and then I went to Orlando, and we did this like promotional video for the holidays.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and so oh my god, it was so nerve wracking because like so they declared me the West Coast spokesperson.
Oh, damn.
For the MFPA. That was already like crazy. Like nothing.
Yeah.
It's not like I got like huge recognition for it or anything. But I have to.
You should
I just
have. That was
to be-
sick.
I just
Yeah.
have to like be on board to do like all kinds of interviews and things like that, which
Yeah.
I love. I love to be able to represent them.
That's sick. I was gonna say you don't mind doing
Oh
that,
no,
huh?
I
Yeah.
love it. I do. I love it, and it really feels like a family.
That's so sick.
Yeah, it does. So anyway, so we went to Orlando. We did this thing, and I hadn't really been like in like a production studio, and I was like so sick. Oh my god, I was so sick.
Oh,
I was
no.
like hopped up on all kinds of medicine. This is years ago. Like this is like maybe 4 years, way before COVID. I just
Right.
I was like sick.
Yeah.
And so
Regular type sick, back before
type
this shit.
sick, before this shit, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Where everybody
I
was just like gross. They weren't
Yeah.
like quarantining you and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like hopped up on all kinds of medicine, and we had to sit in the studio, and we would get calls from all these different networks, like all over the U.S. And I still didn't feel like completely like prepared, like I knew all the answers, and like I just but it worked out wonderful. It ended up being amazing. And then after that, we were approached by NBC.
Oh, what?
So I was interviewed by NBC shortly after they came. It was like a 3-day thing. They came out to my house and watched me paint. They watched me cook.
Wow.
So
I mean, they're not a little mom and pop company.
no, but
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was cool. I've had great experiences with them.
I was gonna say, yeah. Did they treat you really well? Were they
Yeah,
really nice?
they
Was it
were.
Was it like a corporate feel, or was it like a
Not
good?
at all. They were
good?
not corporate at all.
Oh,
They
I
were
love that.
so chill, so laid back.
Thank
Like
God.
they were amazing people.
Yeah. I love
They
that.
like hung out with me in my house and just like they were super chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So,
love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great.
It made it so much better because I was super nervous for that one too. And it was cool.
Oh, that's so sick.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Without missing a beat, you had gone into a little bit more how many different things that you're
Yeah.
taking care of for this
Oh,
company.
God.
Even just so far as being able to sit here and record something with you. This is like the only fun part about this. Straight up. Like
Right?
I get to
Right.
actually have this great conversation with you. After this, it's just a
But it's
ton of
crazy,
editing,
right?
ton of promoting.
Yeah.
The social media aspect, I am not jealous of people who have to
It's
do
a lot.
the social media promotion for like big companies or
Right?
like what do they call those not influencers, but it's people
the influencers.
they basically are.
They
aren't
are.
they?
No,
Yeah.
the influencers. It's amazing, and it's daunting, and it's overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah.
It is.
It is, right? Yeah, when I see people, one of my early goals was to do stand-up comedy,
Mm-hmm.
and
really?
done it a handful of times, and
Uh-huh.
it's fun, and writing is the really fun part for me.
Mm-hmm.
But when I started looking a little bit closer into what that would be like as a career, it's really fucking hard.
Yeah.
But one of the big things that they have to do is daily
Yeah.
remind people on social media that they're funny,
See?
and it's like,
Yeah.
what a daunting,
That is-
exhausting task,
yeah.
you know?
Oh no, seriously. I wake up most days at 6 in the morning because people are going to work.
Oh my God, it's an
They're
ungodly
getting up,
hour.
going
yeah,
to work.
So early, yeah.
And I put content together to blast out.
Got to do it.
So
You have to.
sometimes, I'll get the content prepared the night before so I can just like post it. And I do have like a scheduling thing, but I sometimes don't really like to use the scheduling thing.
Right.
Because I really want to like it be tangible. I want my hands per se on everything.
Sure.
So, but yeah, and then I'll like go back to bed actually.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Thank God. When I hear about people,
Yeah.
I saw this actually. This is ridiculous, but I saw a meme recently, and it was. I love how dads brag about waking up at 5 a.m. and then it just shows a guy sleeping. He goes and sleeps at 3 p.m. until 5.
Right?
Yeah, straight up.
God.
I need that in my life so bad. I actually introduced Alex to naps.
Oh, see? Naps
because she was
are
never
amazing.
a napper. Bless naps. The
Right?
best part. Yeah.
They are.
I already, this is like my neuroses coming out. I
Uh-huh.
hate that we have to sleep as much as we do.
Uh-huh.
But if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it like midday.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
that's
the
cool.
best.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Uh-huh.
Thank you so much for sharing what it is that what you're doing, how you're doing it. I mean, I'm so beyond curious as well as to like how it is that that you effectively are making the artwork that you are, the amount of artwork that you're doing as well.
Well,
yeah.
I'm, to be honest, I'm not creating as much as I could be
There
or
it is.
that I want to be.
Got it.
This past year I'm sure you can relate, has been hell.
Sure.
And
Tell me about how it's affected you,
Yeah,
if you don't
oh
mind
God,
as
it's
well.
like-
Everybody has their own story,
it's been hard to stay motivated or inspired, really. It's
Sure, a lot of
been
people can relate
really
to that.
hard to be inspired. And so also in wanting to get my business really operating, I've been more focused on that rather than creating for myself.
Yeah.
But I've had I've had commissions here and there. But I told my sister that I don't know if I want to keep doing commissions because I'm doing what the person wants instead of what I want to do. And so it can be like spirit crushing.
I bet that's
Very.
I've never taken that into consideration for a commission. You're doing something that they want you to paint.
And
It's not, hey, I would love one of your paintings, whatever
it's
you
so
create.
Different.
See, I don't think I would ever request somebody to paint me
Right.
something
Well, 'cause
like
you know
an
that
object
as
or a
creative
subject,
person,
Yeah.
As a creative person, you kind of know that
That's
way of thinking. So
flabbergasting, yeah.
you wouldn't want to do that. But it's like people are very, people want what they want, and sometimes it's just like I just can't do it.
I don't blame you. Sure, it's soul crushing. It's kind of like being assigned a book that sucks, and you have to read it.
You have to read it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but no, I got approached by a agency who supplies or provides art for corporate entities. So they're working on a hospital in South Carolina. And so they're trying to source art from differently abled people because I guess it's a rehab facility, like physical rehab. And so they thought it would be inspiring to, put art up from other people who are, who have overcome certain adversities.
That's pretty thoughtful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really
so
like
I think
that.
That's cool. Yeah, because I mean they'll put up, like a blurb about us and, put up a bio and stuff. So I think it'll be encouraging for other people.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. In that vein of thought as well, I mean, I don't mind for my own personal edification as well, but differently abled.
Yeah. Differently able.
That's pretty good.
That's
a great way to refer to it, right?
Yeah, because it's like you just figure things out in a different way.
Straight up.
So
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I like that phrasing, by the way, too.
Totally.
Thanks for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that means a lot to me.
Yeah.
I'm so thrilled that we got to talk more about your business, about what it is that you're creating and accomplishing, because I want to make sure that people have the opportunity to see your artwork who haven't. It's again, I'm going to talk about you like you're not here for a second, but it's insanely good. And it's so beautiful. And Alex and I, we do want something in our house one of these days. As you can see, there's a few white walls in here still.
I
You know what I'm saying?
know,
It's
yeah.
bad, man. Yeah, I've been here almost 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
One of the reasons for this show, I'm gonna switch gears a little bit if you're down,
Yeah.
was that I want to make sure that people get introduced to a few new pieces of programming.
Sure.
And we talked about it earlier because of
Oh,
COVID.
yeah.
Because of COVID, I was already a movie fanatic,
Okay.
and it's like the golden age of television already.
Right.
But now I've just been like smashing these shows.
Okay.
You know?
Right.
So I'm trying to get people
Yeah.
more used to what it is that they can watch based on recommendations that they have from friends and people that are in their lives
Yeah.
that we don't get to see all the time. You know, and we're not going to, you know, it's not going to be the Thanksgiving dinner where people just go, oh, I don't know, what have we been watching? Instead, it's like,
Yeah.
these are the
This
ones.
is it.
These are the ones, you know? I wanted to bring up something that you had introduced to me a couple days ago.
Yeah. Did you watch
The family
it?
dinner.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
Totally.
It's so endearing.
Oh my God, it was beautiful.
Isn't
I'm
it?
a
It's
big fan of Andrew Zimmern
Right?
already.
Oh, I love Andrew.
He's sick. He's
Yeah.
super positive.
Right?
And
The way he explains food, it's like you can actually taste it because of the way he's explaining it.
yeah, his
I love
adjectives.
it.
Yeah, no, I know. He
Yeah.
talks about it like I feel about it a little bit. Yeah.
Yes. Totally.
And no, I love the concept. I won't lie. When I see people, tell me if you're like this
Okay.
too about creativity.
Okay.
But when you see people create something and it's such a good idea that you just go, fuck, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah.
His concept, and tell me if I'm wrong about this too, because I've only watched a short amount of it.
Sure.
But the concept of the show, The Family Dinner, is that he's picking these certain families. He's able to go
Absolutely.
have dinner at their house or on their property.
Make
He
a
visited a
dish
family
with
in North
them.
Carolina. That's the one
Yep.
that I watched that was really good.
Mm-hmm.
But he sits down with them and their family, eats
Yeah.
like the regional food that they've been eating their whole
Exactly.
lives, and then goes over like the stories that they have associated with
That's
that food
exactly what it
and
is.
and how it relates to their culture.
Totally. And that's what we need.
So
It's like-
valuable, yeah.
It's super valuable because it's like food brings people together.
It does.
It really
yeah.
does. And so that I related to that right away because we, in my family, we are a big cooking family. Like,
Oh my God, tell me
Yeah.
about it. What do you guys cook?
like,
what do you guys
oh
eat?
gosh.
Yeah.
So my
Who
dad,
is the main cook?
My dad
There it
is
is.
the main
Got it.
cook. He's amazing. Like, he's got all of like the outdoor gadgets, you know, like the smoker and the big huge barbecue, and
Awesome.
he's got a pizza oven, and you know what I
So
mean. Like, he
I'm
goes
so
hard.
jealous.
He goes hard.
Pizza
right?
oven.
Yeah. And
I'm
so-
already like not the shape I was 10 years ago, you know what I'm saying? But a pizza oven.
Yeah, it's off the hook, and
It's
so
bomb,
you know,
right?
Food.
Yeah.
It sounds like cliche, but it's like food is love.
It is.
And that's how we communicate. Like, my dad will even call me on the phone and be like, okay, listen, baby, this is what I want to do. Tell me what you think about it.
Sick.
And so he'll like run off like these ingredients and run off the dish. And I'm like, okay, but you might want to do this. And then he's like, okay, yeah, that sounds good. So that's what we do. And it's so fun. And so
I love
going
it.
back to the family dinner show,
Yeah.
it's like I related to that like right away and
Sure.
just was like, this is so awesome. They're like doing what we do, you know.
I love that. What kind of
Yeah.
food is he cooking?
Like everything. Oh, we'll do because they're world travelers too.
Oh,
so-
are they?
Yeah, I mean they've been to Japan, Korea, you know, all over.
Wow.
Spain. So
That's
like
tight.
our food is across the board. So
You learn a lot about culinary
Yes.
history when you travel
Totally.
abroad too. And
Right?
Jim Gaffigan has a great quote from years ago. He said, "Vacation is just me eating in different places."
Uh-huh.
And I
Totally.
totally agree. I'm
Right?
like, that's one part of it for me in a big way.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
they brought some of that home
So
to
they
their cooking
bring
for you
that
guys.
for sure. Yeah. You know, it's like one night we'll do Vietnamese, another night we'll do you know, like just homey food.
I love
you
Vietnamese
know,
food.
Yeah.
So bomb.
Yeah, totally. You know, so it's like it's all over the place.
That's sick.
So yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh man, thanks for introducing me to that show.
Yeah.
Oh
You're welcome.
my God!
So
Yeah, no,
cool.
I'm hooked, and
Yeah.
food is like erotica to me.
Mhm,
When I had
right?
Matt on and we were
Oh,
talking about food,
gosh.
he talked about how he was
Same.
he like would almost burn this piece of meat. He made it so it was
charred.
really fast
Oh,
too, so that
yeah.
it wasn't cooked inside, but it had the char on the outside.
Absolutely.
And then he just plunged it into this thing of
Boom.
marinade.
Oh yeah. So
And
it
what
soaked it up when it
soaked
was.
it all up when it was
Yeah.
what's the word for when after you cook something, it was you let it rest,
Yeah,
right? When it was resting, and it was just soaking. I was like, dude, I never would have thought of that.
He's a genius.
No, I encourage people to eat his food.
Yeah,
for real.
Absolutely. Yeah, so
I'm gonna bring this up. I'm gonna pull this up right on here so that we can take a closer look at it.
Okay.
But this is the responses, and I want you to kind of tell me, and I'll make this a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with.
I can see it.
Yeah, for sure.
I forget. What did I even say?
Totally. Yeah, I was hoping to make this as kind of easy to reference as possible. It's out of order with these ones,
no problem.
but I see. What's your favorite action adventure movie? Is it probably Iron Man because you love Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah, probably.
So
Iron Man.
thought that was you.
Yeah, that is totally me.
I love Robert Downey Jr. too, but you know who really loves Iron Man and Robert Downey Jr. is Alex.
Really?
Yo, that's her favorite character across the board.
No,
she's like, Robert Downey Jr. knocked it out of the park. He was like perfect for this role.
Like his wit is like on point.
Oh my god.
Just everything. I just love him.
I would totally love to be that guy.
Yeah.
I know.
Totally.
And it's so cliche, but when you say this about celebrities, but he just seems like a nice guy.
Totally.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thriller? Did you put Get Out or Us by Jordan Peele?
Absolutely.
Talk about tearing it the fuck up right now.
Right?
God, he's amazing.
Oh, he is. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
He's incredible. Yeah. And those movies are fucking phenomenal.
When you really dig into them and you think about those messages that he's putting out there, it's whoa, this is some shit.
Not only that, the struggle is real, and he's like, I'm gonna make my artwork reflect that, reflect my real life.
Yes.
I was so appreciative of that. It's so well made, and the acting is out of control good. Lupita Nyong'o.
Oh, I love her.
In anything, no less.
She's
but
incredible.
In this thing where she was doing that raspy voice and
so scary.
Oh my god, she looked so scared
when
too.
You're like, wait a second.
Oh my god, she was totally the evil girl that got out, right?
She got out, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm fucking look at my arm. I have goosebumps right
crazy.
now. Oh my god, and we waited hard to see Get Out.
Oh, you did?
What sucks is that we were always like, oh, we want to see it.
Yeah.
And it was like a year after it came out. And we watched it, and both of us were like, fucking no wonder there was so much hype around this thing, dude. It was so good.
Amazing. It really was, So
I love that. Good,
awesome.
Good choices.
Yeah, okay,
really
cool.
good choices.
Glad you approve.
Oh, for real. You can see all these other ones that people put here right here as well too. This is like
They're good too.
This is such a good addition right
cool.
here. Yeah.
Awesome.
What's your favorite sci-fi fantasy? And says getting into Dune.
Yeah,
I love that.
Getting into Dune.
What's funny is when we had the people over, there was we had about 10 people over. We had we have a pretty big area.
Sure.
And we put out the mattress pad and made it like a bed and stuff. It was dope. But there was a few people who had read the books.
Oh, okay.
And so you know how people who read the books before the
they're
movie are.
Oh no, it's not going to be as good.
Not going to be as good, or they're really excited about it and they're like, "Shut the fuck up! We're trying to watch this thing."
But it was cool.
It was dope.
Yeah,
it was really good. I'm not going to spoil anything.
I got to finish watching.
Oh my god. So this rung out to me. Did you put The Hills Have Eyes for favorite horror? So
I did. You like that
scary.
one too?
It's so
freaky because you're like,
oh my god,
that could possibly fucking happen.
It feels that way.
Like,
it does.
Like, what if you go out into the desert where they were testing the freaking nuclear bombs and some people have some crazy shit happen?
Dude, totally.
It's freaky.
We watched that with friends 2 years ago. I don't know if you remember these names. It was Chad Smith. It was Jimmy Solwick and his wife Kat.
Oh, okay.
And we went over to Jimmy's house, and I was there with Alex, and we watched it all together, and it was my first time seeing it, but everybody else had.
Okay.
And so I was gearing up, and I was kind of tough guy thing, going yo, I watch scary movies, and I'm cool, I got this thing. And I remember my eyes were lit open, and that whole scene at the end where that guy was stuck in the barrel with all the body parts, and so that guy directed that movie.
Yes.
And I was like I ended up learning more about it later on, but when I saw that I was like, fuck yeah, Alana, this is such a good choice.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, these are really, really good. So this one holds a special place.
This one is super. I might even want to cry
thinking
about it.
So special, isn't it? So I'll tell people so people don't know what it is.
Exactly.
Not everybody can see this, but what is your favorite romance? You put What Dreams May Come by Robin Williams.
And
with
let
Robin
me
Williams.
explain that.
Please, by all
means. So it's not like your typical romance, right?
Definitely not, but it is a romance.
It's a love. It's a love story. It's a love letter to his family, to his wife. And because they lost their son, and devastatingly lost their son. Because of that, his wife went through a deep depression, and they both were stuck in like this painting, but the painting was like a metaphor for like hell, basically.
I forgot about the painting.
Yeah, do you remember that?
So I remember
stuck in the fucking painting.
I remember he died in a car crash.
Yeah.
His son, both his sons died.
Well, see, it's
both
been
his
so
sons,
long
and
since
me
I
too.
watched
Both
it,
his sons died, and then he died, I think. And then she was so depressed that she committed suicide.
So he was trying to bring them back.
I
and
forgot
so
about the painting, though.
That's why
he was
like the greatest love story, because he went to the depths of hell to get them back.
Totally.
And, and hello, it's Robin Williams. I mean, God,
he's unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Anybody who hates on Robin Williams,
I don't even know why they would.
I'm like,
That's
I don't
crazy.
think you know how
anybody.
talented
like,
he is. Yeah.
Well,
like you see shit on like Family Guy and stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've watched that, and I remember just going like, I wasn't like offended that they made fun of him, but I remember just being like, not him. He's fucking great.
Yeah, I didn't even see that, but damn, no, because like when he died, I really was like broken. You know, like certain famous people that like you grew up watching, like they touch your heart, like
100%.
your soul, and
fucking Tom Hanks, right?
Yeah, I think being around, being from the Bay Area too, it's like there was something tangible about him that like familiar. That's like, oh yeah, he was like a part of your family.
He was.
So like I legit like mourned his death.
It was really sad for me too.
So
I agree.
Anytime I see like even a tape of his voice, it gets me teary-eyed.
Yeah, like watching Aladdin and shit. Like I feel the same way. Like hearing his voice, I hella brings me back to like thinking about Mrs. Doubtfire.
Totally.
And...
Oh my god, yeah, just watched that again recently.
Have you seen that recently?
Yeah, because I wanted my niece to watch it, and she got
so
into
smart.
It. She thought it was cool.
That's perfect for kids, actually,
right?
too.
It's like, do you know how cool our shit was when we were your age?
Fucking
Watch
90s.
This.
90s?
Yeah, totally.
I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I'm so pumped that you put that movie. Because you know what? It kind of goes under the radar. It really does. Not only was he Bay Area legend.
Right.
A sub-story real quick, too. There was a restaurant and bar here hella years ago that burned down called Jeremiah's. Did you ever know about that place on Highway 12?
No.
Years and years ago. So my mom used to work there. She used to cocktail there. And it was a comedy club.
Oh, wow.
Fucking Robin Williams, Chris Titus, Ray Romano, all these people were going through there in Santa Rosa. Hella years ago, yeah.
That's so cool.
But then What Dreams May Come ended up being filmed partially on Treasure Island right by Vallejo.
Gosh,
I know. Dude, it's
amazing?
Like full circle, man.
I know, so crazy.
I know. I love that movie though.
Yeah, my dad actually and my mom went to go see him in the city. I don't even know where it was. It might have been like the Punchline or Cobb's Comedy Club, one of the
both those are dope places.
Yeah, big comedy clubs. But yeah, that was like in the 80s. And
can you imagine going to a comedy show in the 80s in San Francisco?
Oh,
God, it sounds like so much fun.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of cocaine.
Yeah.
But it sounds like a hell of fun.
Right? Yeah.
So you're not the only person to put this answer. And I feel bad that I haven't watched My Octopus Teacher yet for your favorite documentary.
Yeah.
So tell me just about it. What do you love about it? Yeah.
So it's this guy, and he, he's like a photographer. He's like an underwater photographer or something like that. And so he starts diving in this one location, and he comes across this octopus, and he starts like filming its like mannerisms and things like that. And he like gets so like attached to it that like some days he can't find it when he goes down there. And it was like so touching. Like I can't believe I got like teary-eyed just like watching it. And then at
animals
one point,
for me in general,
anything
with animals,
right?
it totally makes me like choke up too.
Yeah. And so at one point it had gotten attacked, and it had lost one of its tentacles. but the way that it like adapted, I think that might have been part of the teaching part, was like adapting to its situation, and then it slowly growing back, and the fact that the octopus, you know, became so used to him, almost like a dog.
I've heard octopus.
They're
octopi are like dogs.
Yeah,
I heard they're really smart. Yeah.
So, but yeah, anyway, it's very cool. I thought, and like the filming is beautiful. I mean, you know, underwater and all of that. So
when I saw the preview, I remember being like, "Holy shit!" It's for sure in my queue, you know. But you know how shit goes. Yeah. You add it to the queue. Totally. I mean, fucking, I've like 200 things in my queue that I haven't watched yet. I'm just like,
I guess I need. Well, I have to be in the mood too to watch certain things. Like I'll save it, but then I just won't. Like, I'll be like, I'll get that later.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
No, I know. It's it almost is like if you want to know somebody a little bit better, or like you want to know their intentions, look at somebody's Netflix queue.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
It's like looking inside somebody's refrigerator.
Totally. Mine looks embarrassing right now. I like Hallmark movies in it.
Do you?
Yeah. It's like
Can't
guilty pleasure. It's
Can't
like
hate.
I use it for background noise.
Yeah, totally.
While I paint, so.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you were talking to the right person.
That funny?
I'm the king of guilty pleasures.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I stopped being guilty about it like years ago. It's all just
good.
like people look at the shit that I've been to and they're like, "You're fucking nonsense." I didn't realize that you were such a nerd. I'm like, yeah, kind of. So you said, what's your favorite animated cartoon?
Yeah. So,
and you said you're a Mickey and Minnie fanatic.
So not necessarily like they're like sitting down and watching the cartoon, but the cartoon characters,
the animation and the characters.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm more into like them as characters. I have tattoos of Mickey and Minnie.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm like super fanatic.
Oh, sick.
Like, yeah, I'm
I love
super
that.
into them.
Dope.
It's honestly, I'll be quick.
Not at all.
When I was
Take
in the
your time.
hospital a lot, I had surgeries a lot as a child, corrective surgeries. And my parents would bring me like Mickey and Minnie stuffed animals and just like different like little tchotchkes and stuff.
Hell yeah.
And it just like made me so happy, and it was like so comforting.
Yeah.
So that's why I was glued. I was like, it just makes me so happy. So.
Oh, I bet that makes you feel so good thinking about that feeling.
Yeah. And dorky.
I mean, Mickey and Minnie are classic.
Oh, no, totally.
And you're not wrong. The animation of those are like timeless. They're so good.
Totally.
What's funny is you could probably draw the circle with the ears, and it's like globally
Everybody
recognized.
knows.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You're right, sweets. So good answer, by the way. Have you been to Disneyland recently?
Let's see. Last time we went, I think it was maybe 2 years ago. Like
for real?
Right before COVID or
Got
something.
you. That's lucky.
Yeah.
I probably haven't been in like almost 20 years.
Oh, okay.
And when people hear that, they get kind of shocked because I know it changes a lot and it tight now. Yeah.
But it's funny too, though. I didn't even go until I was an adult. Actually.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I was in my 20s the first time I went.
Got it.
Yeah, and then we went to Disney World as well, so that was really cool.
That's in Orlando, right?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, that was really neat.
Nice. This is a ridiculous sub-story, but I went to Disney World once when I was a little kid. I was like 10 years old.
Cool.
It was like right after my parents got a divorce, so I think I was like 10. And when I went there, this is fucking so embarrassing, but I went there and a space shuttle was launching at Cape Canaveral.
Oh.
And
that would be a cool time to be there.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I fucking stayed in bed.
Oh, no.
Like such an asshole kid.
Really?
Was like, I'll watch it on TV. And they were like, we're on the balcony watching this right now.
Come on. Oh, that's such a kid thing
what
to
a
do. Like,
kid thing to do.
Not to really get, like, the gravity of it.
I didn't understand.
Oh.
I didn't understand, obviously, because now I'm like, I have like tattoos of so much space shit, and I'm like such a space nerd. Oh, big time. Yeah,
that.
Alex and I both are. We're both like sci-fi nerds to the max, and So, no, that's like my one memory of Orlando is me being an asshole as a 10-year-old.
Staying in the room.
That's why I totally don't like let kids off the hook with that now too, like nieces
no,
and nephews. I'm like, no. I'm like, come
on,
outside.
Come on.
Come outside. Like,
I know I'm the same way. Yeah,
are you really?
I am too, yeah.
I'm like, don't be a dick. Get off your phone.
Yeah. Nope. Can't do it. Yeah.
So this is dear to my heart. I told you that I love stand-up. I love comedy.
Yeah.
So for stand-up special, you put 3.
Yeah.
Sebastian Maniscalco.
Yeah, he's fucking hilarious.
Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle. Good choices. Duh, right?
Right?
Totally.
Hello.
Oh my, hello.
Yeah. For all the obvious reasons.
They're so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're so funny.
And just David Chappelle, obviously He's just, he stays true to himself. He calls it like it is. He doesn't mince words. And
no.
I just love it. I mean, it's a learning. It's like you're learning when you watch him.
I like the way you put that. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I want to talk just briefly about Dave Chappelle, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
because I love Dave Chappelle.
Go ahead.
Big fan. Mm-hmm. Did you watch his recent special?
I haven't yet. My parents did.
Enjoy it.
I do. I want to watch it. Yeah.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
I think it's really good. And I mean,
it's important.
My opinion means shit when it comes to one of the greatest of all time, but it's good for a couple reasons. Mm-hmm. He, just like you said, he doesn't mince words. Right. He's right to the point. Yeah. He's still super funny. Yeah. So it's not even just about like how big he's gotten now. No, yeah, totally. Yeah. It's not even about how big he's gotten. Yeah. It's not even about just his level of fame.
And I know he's gotten lots of backlash, but he's just being true to himself, and he doesn't hate anybody. He's not discriminating against anybody. He says that over and over again. Yeah. It's like, come on, people. Yeah. Let's just kind of chill the fuck out.
There's so much of an uptight feeling.
Yeah, it is.
That's in the world right now.
The cancel culture.
Cancel culture.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I think that's poisonous. There's such
really
a toxicity to it.
It really is.
It's inhibiting for so many people.
To just be,
you're creative. You're creative too.
Yeah.
You want to be creative. You want to say something. You want to do something. You find that level of. We spoke about it earlier. Yeah. When I'm about to create something or write something or paint something. And I know that many people are going to see it. Mm-hmm. That you have to like put yourselves in their shoes. That's like exponentially grown now.
So much, yeah.
Isn't it such a terrible feeling? You want to just be like, man, you remember
stifling.
The 80s and 90s?
Stifling. And I get it.
Is the word.
Yeah, I get it. It's like, I'm not out here to offend anybody. I love everybody. Mm-hmm. I accept everybody's for all their walks of life. Yeah. But it's like, can we not joke about it a little bit? Yeah. Like, let's just joke about it. Like, we all have our things.
Totally.
We all have things. Yeah. But we can still love each other. That's my motto. It's like, laughing at myself is like huge.
That's fucking really big, man. Yeah. That's very big of you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's, I mean, I have a rule too. If you can't laugh at yourself, you can't laugh at anybody else.
Right.
And I'm so glad that you say that in the sense that you want people to go like take yourself less seriously for a moment, and Absolutely. I love that you said stifling because that's what it is. It is. It's inhibiting for so many people. Bill Burr is one of my favorite comics of all time, by the way, too. Him. So I'm so glad that you wrote him in. Favorite binge-worthy show currently streaming? I love you said I'm all over the place.
Yeah,
but currently Queen's Gambit.
Yeah.
Are you watching that right now?
It. Well, I finished it.
Okay.
I finished it.
I haven't watched it.
It's a short series.
Okay.
I think it's like only 5 or 6 shows or something like that.
Tell me, is that something that when you see it's short, like 5 or 6 episodes, that it almost sells you on wanting to watch it more a little bit? Because if I see something that's like 2 or 3 seasons in,
wish there was more to it.
Oh, do you?
Like, it's so good, and I'm like, I wish they could create a whole nother like season for it. Yeah,
that right there might have just sold me on watching that. Honestly, because I didn't know it was so short, and I heard it's really good.
It is, and it took me forever to even watch it. Like my one of my best friends was like, watch it. And I kept telling him, I'll get to it. I think it's like when people tell me to watch it, I don't want to watch it. But then when I take it upon myself, then I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it.
Yeah. The same thing happened to me with The Wire. Andres Sandoval and Adrian Alvarado. You remember those guys? These are old names.
I don't know. Yeah.
Don't feel bad. That's almost 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard for me to put names with faces.
Sure. I got you. I'll show you a little bit later.
Okay.
They're old buddies, though, too.
Okay.
But we lived together at one point.
Okay.
And they were like, The Wire this, The Wire that, gotta watch it.
Right.
And it was because of that I was like, fuck that show, I'm never gonna watch that thing.
Right.
Of course I watched it. Of course it's the best show of all time.
Yeah, you're like,
watched that thing 3 times all the way through. It's amazing. But what a deterrent. Oh my God. Hearing people talk about something, it's so good, you have to watch it. I go.
And you're like, I don't know.
You're like, I don't even like you that
much.
You're like, I don't know if I'm gonna like some shit you recommend.
Totally. That's great. I love it.
Viewer video link. So
yes,
I watched it. I watched part of it, but I didn't watch it with sound.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it on.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to work it in.
Okay.
But when I saw Gordon Ramsay on there in the very beginning, your viewer video is Gordon Ramsay on Hot Ones, right?
Yes, it is.
So Just tell me about kind of what happens, if you don't mind, because I only saw the beginning. Is he about to throw up from eating the hot stuff?
He doesn't. I think he made it to the bathroom. He did. I think he did throw up. But,
oh, shit.
So
poor guy.
For people who don't know, I mean, most people know Hot Ones, don't they?
Probably. You can tell them about it, though.
But if people don't know Hot Ones, so they interview different famous people across the board, all over, they interview about their projects and what they're working on, while they have to eat the hottest hot sauce ever known to man. So they start really simple. They start off with some like Tapatio and
Straight
shit.
Yeah.
And then it's gradual. I think it goes, so anyway, it can go up to like 2 million or more Scovilles.
Yeah, I think that's the last dab. The last dab is like 2 million plus.
Super crazy. And sometimes they can't even be like graded. They're just crazy.
Have you tried any of the hot sauces on the show?
I have,
so
actually, yes.
I'm going to show you when we go downstairs. We have a whole shelf.
Yep.
I'm really excited for you to see it if you're into it. Do you like hot sauce?
I do, not the crazy hot shit.
No, me neither. You like flavorful stuff,
I do like flavorful stuff. Yeah, and so I'm all about it. But
we've got a little collection. We're a little eccentric that way.
I'm too. But no, I just love like how funny everybody is on it, and like they're just like panicking and sweating and the shit that they say. They can't even think, you know?
No.
It's so great.
Oh my God. So. Yeah. I've seen people break down hard. Psycho one that I saw with Shia LaBeouf. Did you ever see that one?
I did.
He added the additional dab to every wing.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And he was like, let's roll together. Yeah. And he was pretty, I mean, he had the tears or whatever.
A long time.
Yeah. He was really unfazed for a while.
Yeah. And then some people, I'm like, oh God, I've had that. That's not even that bad.
I know.
Right?
Yeah. That's so funny.
Like Kevin Hart. I'm like, God, Kevin Hart, you failed. And I love him too. But I'm like, man, I eat that on my French fries.
Straight up. That's hella funny.
So,
I think, and I don't know the science behind this to back this up, but I think the more that you enjoy a sauce, tell me if you feel the same way, the more that you enjoy a sauce, do you feel like the temperature goes down a little bit?
Yeah.
Like you kind of get used to it a little bit more?
I guess so, yeah.
I feel the same way.
I think that you can build up your tolerance.
You can, right?
Yeah, because
that's kind of the question I'm asking is, do you think that's possible?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I have built up my tolerance.
Yeah, I think so too, because shit that used to be way hotter.
Yeah, you also learn what part of your mouth to eat it on so that it's not as intense.
I bet you're right.
Yeah, no, totally, because your tongue has all these different taste buds in it. And so I tend to put it closer to the back of my tongue so I don't get all that front heat.
Right up on the top and the front.
Yeah, because, you know, it's the worst when, like, your lips burn.
Oh, my God.
That's, like, the worst.
Oh, my God. It, like, feels like it's going into your nose.
And then you can't breathe or something. Yeah, it's horrible.
Oh, my God, I know.
So I kind of learned to, like, put it farther back, and then, like, I'll gradually move it forward so I can taste more of those notes.
Yeah, totally, because you want to taste your hot sauce.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a certain level of ridiculous
that's not enjoyable.
You just go like man, this isn't even food.
Like those chips, the like
we have them.
Do you?
We got them.
Oh my God, yeah, I tried like the littlest tiny corner of one and was like, this is bullshit.
It's bullshit.
This is bullshit.
It's not even good.
No,
it's not good.
Yeah, it's horrible. Like, what are you guys doing to people?
I know.
Yeah.
So we did something at the Dune party where we put it in a bowl. We put it in a bowl,
shit.
and it fucking looks like nacho cheese Doritos.
Horrible.
So a couple people fell for it, and they were like,
"No,
what
that's the worst
fuck?"
Because they're insane.
I felt so bad because my friend Anne is so nice, and she was the first one, and I was like, so afterwards she was like, "Oh no," and I was like, fucking Anne was the first one. Like, I was like, why wasn't it her husband?
Yeah, get some milk, right? Oh, it's the worst.
What a bad trick.
Yeah.
Such a bad trick. It's so bomb, though.
Yeah.
I love it. Alana, this is actually, it's done.
Okay, cool.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Do you like it here?
Had fun. This is cool.
I'm so glad you got to come and do this, and you got to come and see this. And the last thing I'm going to have you do, because I'm going to add these things in.
Yeah.
It's going to look really pretty.
Okay.
But I want you to tell people, little shameless plugs, where it is that they can, speaking of Hot Ones, like the end of a Hot Ones episode.
Yeah.
I'm like, tell people what you got going on, this camera, this camera. Go ahead and let people know where they can find your artwork, where they can order a paint supply kit. and then where they can maybe go and do a wine and sip, and then I'm actually interested, so I don't mind if you drop this in there too. But where it is that they can maybe reach your sister to be able to do some floral arrangements.
Absolutely,
because that sounds incredible. Go ahead.
Let me try to get all this stuff in.
It's a tall ask. Sorry about that.
So first you can find me on social media on Facebook and Instagram at artxcursion. And my website is artxcursion.com. My artist site is Alana Ciena, Ciena, Alana Alana.com. Let's see. My sister is embellishedfloral.com. She's also on social media, IG and Facebook. You can get on our website and find our latest sip and paints. And so go back to artxcursion.com and then get on our events page. You could also get on our marketplace on our website and you can find our art kits. Let's see what else. So yeah, I think that's it.
I love it. Great job. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, people can definitely find your stuff then.
Okay.
I love that. Thank you so much
Thank
again.
You.
Cheers, of course.
Yay. Okay.